Today, we're diving into the real story behind one of the most legendary names in motorsport history, Ayrton Senna. Yes, the man, the myth, the Brazilian Formula One legend. If you're a racing fan or even just love a good underdog story, you know Senna isn't just another name in the racing world. He's an icon, a game changer, and quite literally, a hero both on and off the track. And with Netflix's gripping miniseries Senna, featuring Gabriel Leone as the iconic driver, the world is rediscovering why this man left such an indelible mark on Formula One. But here's the deal: Senna's story isn't just about racing. It's about passion, rivalries, triumphs, tragedies, and a legacy that changed motorsport forever. So buckle up, because we're taking you on a full-throttle journey through the life, rivalries, and ultimate impact of Ayrton Senna. Trust me, this is one ride you don't want to miss. Let's rewind to the beginning. March 21, 1960, in Sao Paulo, Brazil. This is where the story of Ayrton Senna da Silva begins. Picture this, a young boy nicknamed Bico by his family, already fascinated by speed. He wasn't just your average kid playing with toy cars, oh no. At the tender age of 7, Ayrton was already learning to drive a Jeep on his family's farm. Imagine that. A 7-year-old tearing through the fields with dreams bigger than anyone could imagine. Senna's first taste of competitive racing came at age 13, when he entered a go-kart race in a kart built by his father. This wasn't just a casual family project, it was the first step in what would become a meteoric rise to greatness. And by 1977, Senna was already making waves, clinching the South American Karting Championship. But here's the thing about Senna, it wasn't just about winning. It was about the way he raced, his precision, his intensity, his aura. People knew, even back then, that this kid was special. Fast forward to 1981, when Senna made a bold move. He left Brazil and headed to England to chase his dreams. With the British company Van Diemen, he started competing in Formula Ford 1600. And let me tell you, this was where Senna really began to show the world what he was made of. In just a few years, he stacked up titles like a pro gamer, collecting achievements Formula Ford 1600, British and European Formula Ford 2000, and British Formula 3. But here's the kicker: by 1983, Senna was testing for Formula One teams. Big names like Williams and McLaren noticed his talent, but there just wasn't room for him yet. So, in 1984, Senna debuted with Toleman at the Brazilian Grand Prix. And guess what? Even in a car that wasn't exactly top tier, Senna made jaws drop. One race that put Senna on the map was the Monaco Grand Prix in 1984. Picture this: pouring rain, treacherous conditions, and a rookie who shouldn't have been able to keep up with the big guns. But there he was, driving like a seasoned champion. This was the race where people started whispering, "This guy. He's different." Let's talk about one of the most famous rivalries in sports history: Senna versus Alain Prost. These two weren't just competitors, they were nemesis. In 1988, Senna joined McLaren, where Prost was already a two-time world champion. Together, they dominated the season. But let me tell you, their partnership was anything but friendly. That year, Senna won his first Formula One championship, and Prost wasn't exactly thrilled. The rivalry hit a fever pitch in 1989 at the Japanese Grand Prix in Suzuka. Here's the scene: both drivers were battling for the championship. They collided during the race, and while Prost was out, Senna got back in and actually crossed the finish line first. Sounds like a comeback story, right? Wrong. The stewards disqualified him, giving the championship to Prost. The following year, Senna got his revenge. Another collision at Suzuka, but this time, it ended with Senna clinching the title. The rivalry wasn't just about on-track battles, it was a clash of personalities. Prost, the methodical professor, versus Senna, the fiery, passionate underdog. And oh boy, did it make for some epic drama. But it wasn't all glory and champagne. The 1994 San Marino Grand Prix was a turning point not just for Senna, but for the entire sport. That weekend was marred by tragedy from the start. During qualifying, Senna's protege, Rubens Barrichello, suffered a horrific crash. Then came the devastating death of rookie driver Roland Ratzenberger. Senna was deeply affected by these events, visibly shaken and questioning the safety of the sport he loved so much. On race day, Senna started strong, leading the pack. But on lap 7, everything changed. At the infamous Tamburello corner, Senna's car veered off track and hit a concrete wall at an unimaginable 233 kilometers height. Despite the efforts of the medical team, Senna succumbed to his injuries. He was just 34 years old. The world was in shock. Brazil declared 3 days of national mourning. It wasn't just the loss of a racing legend, it was the loss of a symbol of hope, determination, and excellence. Senna's death wasn't in vain. It became the catalyst for a complete overhaul in Formula One safety standards. The Grand Prix Drivers Association was reformed, crash barriers were redesigned, tracks were made safer, and medical protocols were significantly improved. Senna's legacy isn't just his 3 world championships or his incredible skill in wet conditions. It's the lives saved because of the changes he inspired. And let's not forget the humanitarian side of Senna. Through the Ayrton Senna Institute, his family has continued his work, helping millions of underprivileged children in Brazil. So there you have it, the true story of Ayrton Senna. A man who lived fast, raced hard, and left a legacy that will never be forgotten. If you've been inspired by Senna's story, hit that like button and let me know in the comments what you think of the Netflix series. Do you think it captures his life and legacy? Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the untold stories of legendary figures. And hey, share this video with your fellow racing fans. Let's keep the legend of Ayrton Senna alive. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep chasing your passions full throttle. See you in the next video.